Welcome, 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 you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this YouTube Live. Happy March 1st, you guys. First of the month, starting off right, joining me on my YouTube Live. So, today's topic that I want to talk about is how to start your month off right, right? What do I mean by that? So, my experiences is that it's always good to pre plan, the day before the month is going to start, right? And envision and plan out how do you want the outcome of that month to be. What are some goals that you want to achieve in that month? What are some areas that you noticed last month that you lacked on, that you were slacking on, that you set goals for last month and you didn't get to achieve them? And you guys, this does not necessarily have to mean about business. It can mean about your personal goals, right? Maybe you said you wanted to hit that weight and you lose that weight and you didn't. Maybe you said that you wanted to eat healthier and you didn't. Maybe you wanted to say that you wanted to pray every day and you didn't, or just anything. Whatever intentions that you put out for last month and you did not achieve, that gives you the start of the month. This month gives you a clean slate to say it's okay. I fell back. I didn't achieve those goals. I did not keep the promises I made to myself. You start clean. This is a new month, a fresh start. So it's so important, you guys, that you take the time. If you didn't do it already, pre-plan the day before. Now you know, this is a great tip on pre-planning the day before the month starts. So the first of the month, so you would pre-plan the day before the first of the month, right? And start pre-planning and prepping, envisioning envision, what do you want the outcome of that month to be? What are the intentions that you want to set? What are the promises that you want to keep to yourself? Right? What are the goals that you want to make sure that you achieve? That, okay, maybe you fell back on last month. It's okay. New clean slate. Like what are some goals that you want to, intentions that you want to put out there and knock down and make sure that you achieve those goals for this month, right? So I always look at, the new month is a fresh start, new beginning. Don't dwell on the stuff that you didn't achieve last month. Don't dwell on the stuff that happened last month. No, forget about it. The past is the past, the present is the present. How can you move yourself forward? And that's why I think that the beginning of the month is so, so important, to sit down with yourself and really reflect and say, how do I want this outcome of this month to be? What are some, again, goals that I want to achieve? What are some, promises that I want to keep to myself? How do I want to grow this month better mentally, emotionally, physically than I was last month? And then, you guys, keep track of it. How do you keep track of it? I believe it is so, so important to have a calendar, whether it be your 9 to 5 worker, whether it be your business owner, whether you be like a full-time parent. Having a calendar helps you to keep track of where the hell time is going, where the hell your life is going, right? And what a calendar does, it allows you to reflect and say, okay, great. Where was my time spent this whole week? Where was my time spent this whole day? Right? You keep track of all the stuff that you were doing throughout the day. So you know that your time was being well spent, or you know that shit, where did 5 hours or 3 hours go? What the hell was I doing? Was I doing nothing to move my life forward? Or was I implementing some stuff to move my life forward? Because we get 24 hours in a day, you guys, right? We get 24 hours in a day. You get this amount of hours throughout the week, and then this amount of hours throughout the month. So you hear entrepreneurs always talking about it and saying, if you're a 9 to 5 worker, that's great. You got to make a living, you got to make an income, but there is a substantial amount of time left back for you to become a better version of yourself, to work on yourself. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, you're a person that's working 2 jobs throughout the week. You have the weekend. You have the weekend. You have 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday to spend time relaxing, and then find some time for yourself to work on your dreams and your goals and your ambition that you have for your life, that you don't have time throughout the week to focus on, but you have that time on the weekend time. So having a structured calendar will allow you to narrow in and focus on what are the time slots and areas that I have that I can work on myself, that I can work on achieving some goals or pushing my life forward, right? And it could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be, you get just getting closer to your goals and your dreams. And that's why I believe it's so important to look at your life on a scope and say and plan the day before the month starts. Where am I heading? Where am I going? Where do I want to grow? Right? And again, the reason why I say pre-planning the night before, because it's like, think about it as you're getting a clean slate of paper, and you have the pen to create the life that you desire. You hold the pen to your success in life. You hold the pen to your happiness. You hold the pen to your life, right? And you have the ability to create that canvas, create that amazing life that you desire with that pen in your hand. Because again, whatever happened last month happened last month. You are living now. This is the 1st of March. You have the ability to create the life that you desire, the happiness that you desire, the money that you desire, everything that you desire. You hold that pen. So you sitting there and analyzing, right? What are some areas that I can improve on? What are some areas that I can work on myself? What are some areas that I can grow, right? And take that now and say, boom, I'm going to do this, that this month. And I'm going to make sure I keep those promises to myself. I'm going to build some new amazing habits, right? Because I believe it takes 30 days to build a habit, right? I'm going to build some new habits for myself, some new routines that are going to get me closer and closer to living a better lifestyle for myself. Whether it just be you practicing being healthy, you guys, new habits to be healthy, eating healthier, working out, right? Or mental habits to grow your mind, reading a book, right? Listening to motivational videos or listening to some videos that spark your interest in your area of expertise or talents that you have not, took action on, right? Different areas you can say you're going to work on yourself and building new habits to work on yourself, right? And this is why I think a lot of people, I think a calendar is so important, because a lot of people say, I don't got time for that. I'm too busy. I'm this. Okay. I always say to people, show me your calendar. Show me your calendar and tell me where it is that you're too busy. Too busy watching Netflix? Too busy watching social media? Right? Too busy doing nothing? Like, there's so much areas inside of our life that we say we're too busy, but we can find the time if we really want to do it, right? Or if we really have a whole, a whole sight on where our time is going. A lot of people wake up, they eat shit, sleep, work, diet. That's it. That's their whole life, right? And they don't have no purpose. You'll be shocked at how many people I get in front of, and a lot of people have no purpose. They have no goal. They just wake up and they just live, right? And then you hear older people say, if I was your age, or if I was to go back in time and do this, I would do this differently. I would do that differently. Why wait? Why wait? When you have a fresh month in front of you that you can create whatever you want, right? So if you're listening to this and you're healthy, right? And you're alive, You have every opportunity inside of you to look at this beginning of this month, right? Or the beginning of any month, and say, I have a clean slate of paper in front of me. I hold the pen to create the life that I desire, the life that I want, and I'm going to make a choice to go forth with it, right? And do something with myself, right? So the way you can start with doing that, you guys, is my tip to you guys, is have a calendar. That's what literally changed my life, is having a calendar, setting out the intentions, creating new habits for myself, right? Working on my mindset. So some tips I can give you for having a calendar and preparing a great calendar is, number one, set on your calendar non-negotiable times. There's a lot of people that they put on their calendar and they think everything that has to go in their calendar is just the things that they need to accomplish, or just the things that they need to get done for their business, or they need to get done for their kids. Or no, there should be non-negotiable time slots on there, that no matter what pops up in life, no matter what happens in life, unless it's a super, super emergency, there's nothing going to get in the way of that time slot. So for me, I learned, you guys, because as I got really, really busy in the business, I learned that I was not spending time with my daughter. Like I was so busy, so caught up on my goals, and just forgetting the importance of spending time with her and the importance of spending time with myself. So I said, inside of my calendar, I put non-negotiable time slots. So from, let's say, because I'm self-employed. So if you're out there and you're self-employed, you're listening to this, you could take this as a tip for yourself. From 6 to 5 a.m., 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. is my non-negotiable time slot. Nothing is getting, no appointment, nobody's getting in the way of that. I wake up extra early to work on myself mentally and physically, right? So those are my non-negotiable time slots. And then after that, there's between anywhere from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, non-negotiable time slots. Those are my times to cook. I cook dinner, and I spend about a half an hour, 45 minutes with my daughter, right? Non-negotiable time slots. So those can be some of your non-negotiable time slots. Time spent with your kid, time spent with yourself, right? Non-negotiable time slots. Though very, very important, because we get so busy with, what we want to do, that we forget the things that are so important, which is time with yourself and time with your family, right? So if you're an entrepreneur and you're listening to this, that's amazing for you. If you're a stay-at-home mom, right? I think that it's so important. You guys are just as important, just as busy, right? Put those time slots, non-negotiable time slots for yourself, for you to invest time into yourself, for you to invest energy in yourself, whether that be waking up an hour earlier or doing it when the kids go to sleep, right? Or if you're a 9 to 5 worker, finding that non-negotiable time to work on your mental headspace when you get home from work, or later on in the evening or early morning, or finding that time to work out, non-negotiable time slots. There's nothing going to get in that way of you taking care of your mental health and your physical health. So those are some non-negotiable time slots I put inside of my calendar, you guys, that helps me a lot, right? To stay focused and steady on the things that are so important to me, right? So then when I scheduled in my time slots for just business, right? So then everything else goes towards business. So I put all my time slots for all my categories for business, right? And then you guys, if you're let's say a mom, stay-at-home mom, then you put those time slots, and you know where your time is going. Because sometimes, honestly, we get so freaking busy, you guys, with just life, and then we're not putting time towards the things that are really, really important, that's going to help our life to grow better, right? And help us to grow mentally and emotionally or physically. So having those time slots and organizing your time, you'll see where your time is going, and then it'll allow you to say, okay, great, hey, I'm losing a lot of time. Where's that time going? What am I doing in between those times? Then you start saying to yourself, okay, great. Those are some opportunities and times that I can do more for myself, right? Working on myself, right? And then it allows you to really reflect and say, okay, okay, now I'm going to take these time slots to move my life forward. Maybe start working on that business idea, or start working on that dream idea that you had for yourself, right? So with that being said, on my calendar, I also put daily goals and weekly goals. So daily goals, but I also, for the weekly goals, I also start, beginning of the week to the middle of the week, middle of the week to the end of the week. What are some areas there? And I always stop in the middle of the week and reflect. Am I focusing on those? Am I focusing on those goals that I set out for myself on the daily basis? Am I keeping up with it? Am I keeping myself accountable for it? And I think it's so amazing you guys have an accountability partner with those goals, right? Whether it be a friend, whether it be your mom, whether it be your sister, whoever it is, with those goals you set out for yourself on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, find an accountability partner. Somebody's in the same mental headspace as you that wants to work out, or who wants to eat healthy, or wants to work on their mental health, or is in the same business as you, and you guys are keeping each other accountable. So I think it's so important with that as well. So then midweek you guys have like a phone call and say, hey, are you keeping up with this? Are you keeping up with that? And that keeps you on your toes to accomplish those goals that you set out for yourself, right? And I think the next thing with my calendar and just is reflecting the night before. So when I look at my calendar, the whole day, I look at it and I reflect and I say, man, and it builds momentum. It builds momentum, you guys. It builds momentum inside of your head and builds motivation. You feel good about yourself that you accomplished this, that. Even though life hit you and maybe you had, you got a ticket, or somebody cut you off on the road, or you got a bunch of canceled appointments, or the kids broke something in the house, or whatever it is, right? That life hit at you. At least you can look back at your calendar and feel proud of yourself and feel good about yourself that you achieved the goals that you set out through the day, no matter what, right? And it could be the simplest little things, you guys. Making up the bed, listening to a meditation, working out. It's just the simplest little things. It's those little things that are going to build momentum throughout the week for you to feel good about yourself and to knock down more goals, to work more on yourself, right? So these are little secrets and tips that I'm giving you guys that's really going to help you to have an amazing month, to be excited that you accomplish stuff in that month. Maybe they may not be big, but at least you accomplished something that you can reflect on from your calendar and say, now I know where the month went. Because sometimes we get so caught up on just life hitting us or just doing the same daily routines. We're like, oh my God, the month is gone. Where did it go? Oh, wow. And we can't say nothing about ourselves. We can't say that we've grown mentally, emotionally, physically. So if you're not growing, then you're dying, right? So it's so, so important, you guys, to really reflect the night before the month starts to say, okay, where am I heading this month? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to see myself, accomplishing for the following month, right? That way, you guys are keeping track of the time that you are spending. That, let me put this out there, you guys, the time that you are spending that you will never, ever get back. So once that month is gone, it's gone. You will never get back that month. This is why I'm sharing this video with you guys, because maybe it'll be a big eye opener to be more aware of your time that you're spending throughout the week, throughout the day, throughout the month. So you can keep track of your life, to feel good about yourself, to say that you're accomplishing things. And you guys, this is gonna help you build so much momentum within yourself. With that momentum builds confidence. With that momentum, it builds resilience, right? Excitement about where your life is heading, right? And it takes, remember this, it's the little steps that you do to invest into yourself that's going to compound into big results, into amazing things within your life. So you guys reflecting the day before the month starts, right? Reflecting the night before the following day, saying, okay, great, I did this, I'm proud of myself, I kept the promises I made to myself, but here are some areas that I know I want to work on going forward tomorrow. So reflecting the night before, right? Having a set calendar, setting in your calendar non-negotiable time slots, setting goals, right, for the day, setting weekly goals, but then reflecting midweek, right, on those goals. Having an accountability partner who is going to be accountable to you, right? Who is doing the same thing as you, wanting to push forward, right? So these are some key things I'm giving you guys that helped change my life. It helped me not only to grow mentally, it helps me to grow physically. I'm in better health than ever. It helps me to be a better mom. It helps me to be more organized with my business, with my home, with my social life. It helps me to keep track of my time and my energy and where it's being spent. It helps me to just grow into an overall better person. So each month I can reflect and say, hey, Tracy, have you grown mentally, emotionally, or physically? Right? And that's what life is all about. It's about learning and growing. So with my calendar, I can really reflect and say, man, I've grown so much this month and I'm proud of myself. Hey, on the whole wide scope, I might not be exactly where I want to be, but damn, I've grown so much. I accomplished so much in that month. I am so proud of myself, right? So it helps you on so many different levels, you guys, to plan out your month a day before. It helps you in so many levels, you guys, to have a calendar. It helps you in so many levels, you guys, to set weekly and monthly goals. It helps you in so many different levels, you guys, to have an accountability partner, right? To just grow in every area and every level inside of your life. Again, it has helped me so much, right? Setting these goals, setting these intentions, and again, through having a calendar, that's going to help you to not only to build momentum and build confidence, but it will also help you to build new habits inside of this month that is going to help you to grow on every level inside of your life, right? And get out of your comfort zone of sticking in those old habits that are not serving you, that are not doing you any justice. Whether that be eating habits, whether that be procrastinating habits, whether that be, lack of commitment habits to yourself. There's so many areas that we lack on and we slack on because there's no accountability for what we're doing day in, day out, throughout the month, throughout the week, throughout the day. So having a set calendar and reflecting the day before the month starts is going to whip you in shape to get you prepared to start taking accountability for your life and start really moving forward in life and stop being stagnant. We don't want this year to be the same as last year. This is a new year. This is a new month, right? And it's time to move forward, onward and forward, learn, grow, evolve, and become a better freaking version of yourself. So these tips that I gave you guys, I'm a living version of it. It's helped me so much to move forward and onward, to be accountable to myself. It helps me to grow mentally, emotionally, physically. It will help you so much. I guarantee. If you guys need any help on understanding how to build a calendar for yourself or how to really reflect and ask yourself certain questions to help you to build that new structure for your life, DM me, you guys. I would love more than anything to answer your questions, to guide you, to help you to grow, because that's what that's why exactly I made this YouTube channel, you guys. This is why I decided to come on here live and not edit any of my videos, because I wanted to be as real and raw with you guys, to help you guys to succeed in life in every areas, whether it be you being a parent, whether it be for yourself, whether it be for your business, whether it be in your relationship. Because when you work on yourself and when you grow for yourself, that's going to benefit everybody else around you. So these tips that I share with you on my YouTube videos is all to help you to become a better version of yourself, because I'm a living version of it. I've been through so much shit in life, and if I didn't take these steps to move forward, you guys, I don't know where I would be. So I'm only trying to spread the love, share the value, and what has helped me to mentally and emotionally grow and physically grow into a better version of myself. So I hope that you guys take these tips, implement them. It's a fresh month, fresh start, new beginning, and a new chapter for you to rewrite your life and make the right choices to be better than you were last month. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. I say in all my videos, each one teach one, share the love, share the knowledge. These are some great tips. This is a great video to share with your friends, your family members, or even the tips that you learned. You could even talk to them about it in a conversation. You don't even have to necessarily share the video. My whole goal is just to, pay it forward. Somebody had guided me. I had a mentor that guided me and helped me with this. This exact thing that I'm talking about. So I'm trying to help people out there and be your mentor and be your guide to share these great tips that's going to help you to move forward in your life. And then it's only going to benefit your kids, your relationship, your family, your friends, and everything else, you guys. So thanks again for watching. Please go and visit my Instagram page. It's Toronto_Tracy_Gobin. Please go check me out on TikTok. So my TikTok is Toronto_666. And then you can also check out my podcast, you guys. Super amazing, great podcast videos on there, you guys. I post up with my great friend Tricia about business, about mindset, about spirituality, so many different topics we talk about. We're gonna have guest speakers, and we post up a podcast every week on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. So go check that out, you guys. It's called The Winner's Circle. It's on all platforms. It's on Anchor. It's on Spotify. We have an Instagram page for it as well called The Winner's Circle. So go check us out, you guys. I am always trying to feed you guys with the best content as possible to help you guys. So thanks so much for supporting. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Take care.